So, what better place to be for a little bit of spontaneous creativity than out in nature? So, this is Vaikunt Mehta, this area. So, I frequently take walks here to contemplate reality. Still, silent, open, boundless, and empty, essentially. Untouched, relatively. So, the human beings have, at best, rearranged the surface of the earth. We are a surface phenomenon on this planet. We speak of saving the planet, which is actually ridiculous, considering the fact that we are merely a surface phenomenon on this planet. The planet will be utterly unaffected even if the human race goes extinct. So I love the wave and ocean analogy, which quite a few spiritual teachers use to describe the relationship between the absolute and the forms of the absolute, which the apparently separate multitude of forms that the absolute takes on. So it's like the body and the mind are waves in the ocean of consciousness and energy that is reality. So the if you look at an actual ocean and actual waves in the ocean, then the waves are just water, really, but they appear to have some sort of separate identity from the ocean. But it's just the ocean dancing as the waves. The ocean itself is the ocean, and the waves are also the ocean in a state of mild disturbance on the surface. But in the depths, the ocean is calm, serene, and untouched still. So the physical universe, objects, manifestation, stars, planets, galaxies, asteroids, etc., and sub phenomena on these objects like life on Earth are waves in the cosmic ocean of energy and consciousness. So these waves arise from the ocean, dance with the rest of the ocean temporarily, and subside back into the ocean over time. So when we mistake our identity as being just the wave, we suffer because it is an enormous limitation to assume that you're just a wave in this ocean of reality when you are in fact the ocean and the wave.
C6.
Botani.
Sorry.
So when you assume yourself to be just the wave, you are the two immediate consequences of this assumption are fear and desire. Fear of death and desire for more than what you have at this moment. Because when you assume yourself to be a wave, it's imagine that you have $1 million and you are unaware of it. You think you have just $1,000, and you believe that the $1,000 is all and there's nothing more. If you discover in this condition that you have $1 million, what happens to the idea of having just $1,000? It evaporates in an instant, and all the problems that came from believing that you had just $1,000 also evaporate. So similarly, when you believe yourself to be just the wave, you suffer from fear and desire. Because once you impose a limitation, there is the memory in you, the subconscious memory in you of something infinite, inconceivable. infinitely beautiful that has been lost. So the act of believing in being just the wave creates desire for something more, because the wave is an enormous limitation on the ocean. Look at the ocean, and take just one wave in the ocean. Just see what an enormous reduction you have performed on what the wave actually is. So consequence one is desire, and consequence two is fear, because the wave is temporal and subject to dissolution. It will return to the ocean in time. It's inevitable. Every wave returns to the ocean in time. And this inevitability is the cause of untold fear, fear of death. But when you realize that the ocean is immortal, and only the temporary expressions of the ocean, which are actually the ocean itself, are mortal, you realize that you are simultaneously mortal and immortal at the level of your separate identity, apparent separate wave identity.